All right, we got the normal breakfast routine here. We got some, just a little bit of olive oil going on the pan, getting warmed up. Now I start with 4 fried eggs every morning. So fried doesn't mean you have to use a ton of oil. Just a little tiny bit of oil is plenty. And you can see I got my helpers here. In the Lynn household, we always have helpers. It's fun to get the kids in the kitchen and get them comfortable with food. Usually my son will actually help me crack the eggs. Sometimes you want to help with the salt and pepper too. That makes for some really flavorful eggs sometimes. A little bit of salt and pepper. And then what I love about this is I get a nice dose of pepper, I get a little spice on my eggs, but then I love to actually have a little bit of turmeric with my eggs. And the cool thing about this combination is the pepper actually helps with the absorption of the curcumin in the turmeric. So helps with just general inflammation and health. Then along with my egg, which is my major protein source, I like to have a cup of dry oats. And I'll also get my wife's ready here. I'm gonna do the kids, kind of do it all at once. This is a whole family affair. So I need a whole cup. My wife just has half a cup. That's enough for her. Kids actually have half a cup of oats as well. And these are rolled oats. So it's slightly more processed than steel cut oats, but it's just the kind of texture that we like. And so it's kind of minimally processed. And then after we get that, I'll actually do our own homemade peanut butter, which we just roast the peanuts for around 30 minutes and stirring them regularly. So I'll get a nice healthy spoon. That's going to be roughly around 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, which 1 tablespoon is about one portion of nuts or fats or everything. You hear my daughter sneezing? Great. I'll give a slightly smaller spoon to my wife because she doesn't need quite as many fats as I do.
She's sneezing.
That's so funny, isn't it? Give the kids a little bit of peanut butter. It's a little bit smaller portions because they're not adults, so they don't need a huge amount of peanut butter. There we go. Gotta put it in all of them here. This is all part of the breakfast routine. Now, we got dry oats, we got peanut butter, and now we're gonna get a little bit of, it's called curd or just plain yogurt here. So I'm gonna aim for around 3/4 of a cup. That helps stir this in. It's okay to have dry oats. It's just like eating like a granola bar. And if the curd and the peanut butter add the mixture that you want, add the moisture that you need to be able to mix this up. Do a slightly smaller portion to the wife and the kids. Once we're done with that, put a little bit of fresh pomegranate. It's been chilled in the fridge on there. So this ends up being a nice solid breakfast for me, for us, the whole family. Mix it all up. It's going to be a great way to start our day. We are doing lunch. Okay, so what my family and I like to do is we like to cook an extra portion at our dinner so that we can have leftovers in the fridge for our lunches the next day. So what I'm going to do is I have some just capsicum or bell peppers, red and yellow here, and then I'm going to add to that. So I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to get the portions that I want here. I have some leftover tomatoes. They're all cut. So this makes it really quick to throw this all together, and I'm going to take this with me because I got to be out for work today. So I have some chicken here. There is onions and spices. This is all from dinner last night. So this is super tasty. So now I've got tomatoes, capsicum, and I'm getting roughly around 8 ounces of chicken, or you just do like a couple palm sizes. So just kind of estimating there. Now I have some spiced chicken, so these are cooked and everything, and then we add some spices to them and bake them to dry them a little bit, and then add them to that. Gets a little bit of a carb in there, and then I'm also going to, there's some quinoa that we had. So I got a couple of different grains or a couple different carbs in there. So I'm gonna add that in there. Kind of pack it all in. And there we go, it's my lunch. And so if you work in an office, it's great if you have a fridge or something available. Otherwise, like because it's cold right now and it's only gonna be a couple of hours before I have lunch, it's no big deal for me to just keep this in my backpack. I'll just keep it with me, put it sealed up. It's not gonna get any kind of bacteria or anything growing in it there. So this is ready. I'm about to go work out. So I'm also gonna get a post-workout shake. I have 250 milliliters of water in here. Now supplements are not necessary for everyone, but because I try to be pretty active and train pretty hard and I want to put on some muscle mass and maintain and recover at my best, I'll have just pure bulk protein here. This is just pure whey. It's 80% purity. So the only other parts of it are just what helps make it powder. So there's nothing else added. There's no artificial flavoring or any other preservatives or anything. And so I'm gonna do 1/4 of a cup, which is 1 serving. I get about 25 grams of protein in that serving. And then I'm going to use, this is called moringa powder. You can use any kind of greens powder, or if you're having a blender, you can use a shake. You can use spinach or any kind of leaf to do that. But I'll just use a teaspoon of this. Put that in there. Since I'm going on the go, I don't have a blender or anything, so I just all powder form today. And then I'm actually going to use honey to help sweeten it a little bit. This is going to be great for post-workout. Have just a little bit of carb in my post-workout shake because that's going to help with the absorption of the protein. It's going to make it a little faster. It's going to help my muscles uptake that. And so all good. Of course, I have my little helper here. She helped me and encouraged me the whole time. She made sure I was doing it right. So that's my lunch and my post-workout shake. All right, so here's what we got for dinner. We have a mustard marinade that has some basil, mustard, extra virgin olive oil, and also just like salt, pepper, and mustard, and a little bit of honey. And so then we also have this curry that is eggplant and tomato, and then there's this paste that we make with garlic, onion, and turmeric, and some other spices and everything to put that together. And put a little bit of yogurt, fresh yogurt, on top of that. And then we have a salad, with our own, raw roasted almonds, and then some spinach and carrots and cabbage, and a little bit of craisins and capsicum or bell pepper, and then yeah, we use our own little vinaigrette dressing and everything. So, and then right here we got a sweet potato. So that's our full day eating. That's the snapshot of my day. It's not necessarily looked like that every single day, but this is just a little bit of an idea of what it's like every day to put some food on the table. And I did not cook this amazing dinner as well. My wife did all the cooking, so it's a team effort. Like a lot of times I'm doing a lot more of the breakfast, and then we kind of use leftovers for lunch, and then my wife often does a lot of the dinner cooking. And so it's kind of a team effort, and sometimes I even step in and do all the dinner. We work on it together. It's fun kind of managing it with the kids and everything. But that's a little snapshot of a day of eating in my life that helps support my goals, my training, and who I want to be.